you're watching HW News. This is me, Anusha. The Narendra Modi government yesterday moved a resolution in Rajya Sabha to revoke Article 370 amid massive protests from opposition benches. The resolution was moved by Union Home Minister Amit Shah in the backdrop of the growing turmoil in Jammu and Kashmir. Article 370 of the Constitution is a temporary provision which promises to grant autonomous status to Jammu and Kashmir and limits Parliament's power to make law for the state. Now, after the Modi government announced its proposal to remove all the provision of the Article 370, massive chaos was witnessed in Rajya Sabha. Even today, when the Jammu and Kashmir reorganization bill was tabled in the Lok Sabha, heated debate was taken place within the parliament, where opposition leaders were trying to question the government's intent on the move when Amit Shah retorted that there should be no doubt that Jammu and Kashmir was an inseparable part of India and wondered if the Congress leader thought it was not an internal part of India. Well, a massive outburst was also witnessed on social media as well as protests continued in parliament. Mixed reaction were observed throughout the nation, and we at HW News have spoken to both politicians and experts. Let us have a look what they have to say.
मैं समझता हूं कि हमने बड़ी बेवफाई की है कश्मीर के लोगों के प्रति और कि जो लोग कहते हैं कि प्राण जाए लेकिन वचन न तोड़े, उन्होंने किया है। बहुत अफसोस की बात है।
नहीं, हमारी तो रिएक्शन, हम लोग ने हाउस में उसको बहिष्कार किया, न तो फॉर न अगेंस्ट वोट दिया। हमने कहा है कि जिस तरह के आश्वासन गृह मंत्री ने दिए हैं, देखना यह है कि क्या उससे युवाओं को फायदा होगा, क्या नौकरियां मिलेंगी, क्या उधर पर्यटन बढ़ेगा, ये देख के फिर बताया जा सकता है क्या होने वाला है। तो वही इम्पैक्ट क्या पड़ेगा, बड़े बड़े सब्ज बाग दिखाए हैं गृह मंत्री ने, तो हम उसी की प्रतीक्षा करते हैं। हम देखते हैं 2 दिन में क्या होता है।
अविभाजित अंग है और सभी देशवासियों की भूमिका है, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ अलगाववादी आवाजें वहाँ पे थी। ऐसे हालात में भारत के साथ खड़े रहने वाले लोगों की एक लंबी कतार थी। जो भी फैसला सरकार ने लिया है, वो लोग जो भारत के साथ खड़े थे उनको विश्वास में लेके करना चाहिए था। अब फैसला लिया है, प्राथमिकता ये होनी चाहिए कि शांति कैसे बने। हम विश्वास करते हैं कि सरकार प्रयास करेगी, लेकिन सभी लोगों को विश्वास में लेके चीजें किया जाए तो बेहतर होती है चीजें। फैसले करना और फैसलों को थोपना इससे अच्छा होता है कि लोगों को विश्वास में लेके फैसले करना। इस तरह से अगर कोई सरकार काम करती है तो बेहतर काम होता है।
देखिए, 370 बिल संवैधानिक मामला है और संवैधानिक पीठ ने इस पर बाकायदा तौर पे लोकसभा और राज्यसभा में इस बिल को पेश कर पारित करवाया है। गवर्नमेंट इस बात को अच्छी तरीके से देख ले, अगर वहाँ के लोगों की भलाई हो सकती है, जम्मू कश्मीर तरक्की कर सकता है, खून खराबा वहाँ से खत्म हो सकता है, पत्थरबाजियां वहां से खत्म हो सकती हैं 370 को खत्म करने से, तो ये खुशाइन है। अगर वहां के लोग इस बात से खुश हैं तो खुशाइन है। अगर वहां के लोग इस बात से नाराज हैं तो यकीन है कि ये बात तो खुशाइन नहीं हो सकती। देखिए, बिल कई मर्तबा बिल आता है और बिल पर पूरी कार्रवाई भी होती है। ये मुल्क हमारा है, कश्मीर की तरह, जिस तरह कश्मीर भी हमारा है और मुल्क भी हमारा है, और कश्मीर जो है ये पहले से भी हिंदुस्तान का हिस्सा था और है और रहेगा। ऐसी सूरत में हमें ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि इससे ज्यादा कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा, बल्कि वहाँ के लोगों का दिल 370 को खत्म करने के बाद वहाँ के लोगों का दिल जीतना ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा। और प्रधानमंत्री और मिस्टर गृह मंत्री इस बात के लिए कोशा है, तो आने वाले दिनों में कुछ अच्छी चीज देखने को मिलेगी। अगर वो संवैधानिक तौर पर विरोध कर रहे हैं तो उन्हें ये इस बात को पेश करना पड़ेगा कि किस संविधान के अनुच्छेद के हिसाब से उसका विरोध हो रहा है, क्योंकि इस मुल्क में विरोध या सपोर्ट संवैधानिक तौर पर ही होना चाहिए। अगर वो संवैधानिक तौर पे विरोध या सपोर्ट करते हैं तो उसको आने वाले दिनों में देखना पड़ेगा संवैधानिक तौर पे कौन है।
We strongly disapprove that action of the government and we condemn the way the government went for abrogation of Article 370. It is unconstitutional, anti-democratic step, and it is against the federal principles of our governance. And we condemn that and we oppose that, and in fact we organized protest yesterday, and the left parties have given a call for all India protest tomorrow. It is a part of their RSS agenda. Earlier they were talking about division of Jammu and Kashmir state into 3 regions. Now, finally, they have settled for two regions. Leh Ladakh will be one region, Jammu Kashmir will be another region, but they will become union territories. No more it is state, and there won't be any state government. It is union territory. Jammu and Kashmir will have assembly. Leh Ladakh will not have assembly. Yeah, this is how they are breaking that state and destroying the character of that state, and it is happening. Yeah, maybe today it is Jammu and Kashmir. Tomorrow, what will happen to some other states? We can't say. This is how the RSS agenda is imposed, and the government is BJP government, but it is RSS controlled government. It is RSS which dictates its agenda. This government carries out. Otherwise, how come they can do this? And it is attack on the very constitution. It is an attack on the very democracy of the country.
So this was I think we are committing a historical blunder, because this will increase the alienation. I'm not saying that changes should not be brought in, but the process has to be democratic. People of the state have to be taken into confidence, and through democracy and dialogue only further changes should be made. So in that sense, already the problem is there because of the alienation which has taken place, because we whatever we promised as in autonomic clauses has been violated, and this will be, I think, intensifying the process of alienation. I think so, because it is, see, they have a majority, even that it has not come through even the Lok Sabha debate. It has come as a presidential order. So that is one. Secondly, even the local state leaders, all the party people are at the moment not for it. So which way we want to which way we want to function our democracy? Democracy basically means involving people's opinion and taking them along. And here there is a total bypassing of the process. So which I think this Modi government is doing a high-handed thing at the moment.
See, it has been the most important element of Bharatiya Janata Party's promise, or you can say the part of the manifesto. In fact, it is not just Bharatiya Janata Party which started in 1980. If you see, the Janasangh was also of this opinion. In fact, the first time this issue came to light was when Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, the founder of Bharatiya Janasangh, he raised this issue of a separate status to Jammu and Kashmir. The separate status actually means a separate flag, a separate constitution, and also a separate nomenclature for the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. In those days it was called Wazir-e-Azam, which means the Prime Minister. So that is why Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee used to say, Ek desh mein do vidhan, do nishan, do pradhan, nahi chalega, nahi chalega, nahi chalega. That was the slogan that he took up. So in order to end, because of 370, people from India or political leaders from India were not allowed to enter Jammu. So he defied that order and he entered Jammu. He said, I don't believe in 370, it should go. Unfortunately, he was arrested, he was kept in the jail, he died under mysterious circumstances in Jammu jail. That is why it is said that the revocation, the annulment of Article 370, which is entirely permissible under the Indian Constitution, is actually a tribute to the memory of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, the founder of Janasangh and the person who gave this idea of revocation of Article 370. So I think it's a historic moment, and we have corrected one very big wrong that was inflicted on this country under the name of Article 370. Yeah, it was a very good idea. It was a very good decision, in fact. I'll tell you why. See, even in 2014, BJP had suggested in its manifesto that Ladakh will be made a separate union territory. I'll tell you why. See, Ladakh was 95% of Ladakh was Buddhist. Ladakh represents, in a way, Ladakh is more important than Tibet to a very large extent. So much so that the prime monastery, the Buddhist monastery next to Tibet is in Ladakh. That is why Dalai Lama visits Ladakh. And for Dalai Lama, the monastery in Ladakh is the prime monastery of His Holiness the Dalai Lama himself. That is the importance of Ladakh. Now, what had happened was, in the last almost 50-60 years, there has been a consistent change in the demography of Ladakh, and the Buddhist population has been reducing. The unfortunate part of it is, these Buddhists who vacate the place of Ladakh, these places have been taken over by Sunni Muslims who sometimes don't even belong to this country. So this is the kind of infiltration that has been taking place in Ladakh. So it is very important that the demographic change in Ladakh should be stymied. So in order to do that, in order to save Ladakh from being swamped by non-Buddhists, it was essential to preserve the identity of Ladakh. Ladakh had to be a union territory so that the central government is able to directly take some of its projects to Ladakh. And during all these regimes of the Abdullahs and Muftis, Ladakh got a very bad treatment. Ladakh's development was being curtailed. So it was necessary for the development, economic development of Ladakh, social development of Ladakh, cultural development of Ladakh, maintaining the identity of Ladakh. It was necessary for Ladakh to be a union territory. And I think this government has done a wonderful job by making it a union territory. They have redeemed the promise that they made to the people of Ladakh in 2014.
And for more news updates, log on to www.hwnews.in.